Here are some giant petrels. They look like bad-tempered, ugly ducklings. Sailors call these birds stinkers, and the name is well deserved. They do. They have a wingspread of 9 feet, and they fly for hundreds of miles over the Antarctic and are found as far north as the tropics. These skua gulls are ocean warriors. Like Irishmen, they would rather fight than feed. They have powerful beaks, and though not larger than an ordinary hen, they will drive giant petrels or even the lordly albatross away from any food that they fancy. There are several kinds that seemed all of a dither and were running rings round themselves. They very much resented our intrusion. These birds are the funniest creatures in the world. Their rookeries are cities containing thousands of birds. Any one of them can make enough noise to deafen you, so you can imagine what a few thousand can do. The king penguins, the well-tailored aristocrats of the South, expressed a strong disapproval of us, although sometimes they reminded us of Sunday afternoon orators in Hyde Park. Parenthood is a passion among these birds. In fact, one might almost call it a frenzy, for if a couple lose their egg, they will both try to steal another bird's egg or chick. A chick who has lost its parents is never left for long. There is always someone willing to adopt an orphan. The discovery of an orphan soon becomes known, and other claimants are quickly on the scene. Mrs. Flatfoot and several of the neighbors have to push their beaks in just to show they take a friendly interest. No doubt they offer the usual hints on infant welfare, which are quite unnecessary, as every penguin mother knows what to do in a case like this. You can see Mother's method of putting the child to bed and taking it for a walk. Well, they're very stoical. When the weather is bleak and it starts to snow, they just turn their backs and ignore it. The penguins are very fond of a swim before breakfast, and it is no uncommon sight to see them on the beach in full parade, ready for a dip. Incidentally, they catch their breakfast at the same time. They find time to pause at any white stone they see on their way, in case it's an egg, and Mrs. Penguin might like to adopt it. Their method of entering the sea is very much the same as human beings. They totter down to the water's edge, and one, more venturesome than the rest, looks as though he is trying the temperature of the water with his foot. They know the danger that lurks in the shape of sea leopards and killer whales. After a moment's hesitation, the leader plunges in, and the rest follow. As with humans, there is always one fellow that misses the bus.